Good morning. Gosh, I'm late. I was sitting here, and I'm sorry. I got engulfed in something, and I just I just forgot. I just lost all track of time. So, see, I didn't even hit the record button. So here we are. How are we doing this morning? Hope you're ready to sit with me for the next hour and go over things related to real estate, and then stuff I know nothing about. Because I don't want you to ever think that I know it all. I don't want to ever think that I know it all. Let's look at this. Let me see if my microphone's working. Let's look at this like this. We're on a journey together. We've only got one opportunity on this earth to spend this time together, and let's just, go along with it. I mean, some people might be. It's 9 o'clock in the morning Central Time. Some people might be working out. Some people might be driving to work. Some people might be writing something angry about the government. Someone might be tweeting. I mean, there's any number of things one could be doing right at this moment. But you're here with me, and I think that means something. Now, if I were Scott Adams, I would say we would need to have a simultaneous sip. But as you can tell, I can't say the word simultaneous. Simultaneous. There we go. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to enjoy the fact that we're here. Is it a Monday morning? Is this a case of the Mondays? Oh man. So, obviously, to be respectful, I should ask about your weekend. But since no one's here right now, I don't even have a spam, a bot chatter right now. I've got nothing. So, wanted to go over some things. I got a big list. I think we're going to have a great show. I don't know if I'm energized today. I don't know if that's why. I don't know if the topics just wrote themselves. I know my live stream is going to go great. I don't know about my videos, and I'll start off with my videos. So when I live stream for an hour, I've been going. I tried two different things to do. First, take maybe an hour or two off and go and do some other things, and then come back and shoot the video for the podcast. But the last couple days, I've been just, after I get done with the first video with my live stream, I just get right into the production of the next video, the next podcast. And I don't think they've been that great. Now, I can't figure out if they haven't been that great because I've been talking for an hour straight. And then the excitement of the live stream wears off and it's kind of like, I don't want to talk anymore. Or if the topics just haven't been that great. I found I can pretty much do a podcast about anything and knock it out pretty easily. Now, you say, well, John, you should spend 7 hours editing the video, and you should produce one video a week, and you should, that's what people want. I don't want that, so I'm not going to do it. You say, well, that's why everything's so bad for you on YouTube. Well, I don't think that is. And now you can say, well, you're in denial. I don't know. I hate the idea of these slick produced videos about stuff and they make it into BS, or they take stuff that's not true. I like to just look at things and say, does this make any sense? Is this real? And can we move on? And then, that's it. What difference does it make if I don't say every sentence perfectly? I don't know about you. When I watch YouTube at night, I'll watch streamers and I'll be on my phone and I'll just have it on in the background. It makes me happy. Every once in a while I'll pop up and see what's going on. That's my life. Living my life. So I did want to go over YouTube and I are fighting. And I'm not going to win. Okay. And I don't want to fight. I'm sure of it. Why would you want to fight one of the biggest companies in the world? What sense does that make? It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't want to fight, but they're fighting with me, and I'll tell you how. And by the way, you'll watch a video and says the algorithm is perfect, and the algorithm never makes mistakes, and the algorithm this and that, and the algorithm whatever. Anyway, let me go to my notes because I wanted to get the statistics right. This is my 15th consecutive live stream. Okay, I'm going for 30. But YouTube is fighting with me. I put out 2 pieces of content daily. The 15th consecutive stream, and today or overnight, I managed to get 200 impressions. That's the worst ever. Of all the time I've been on YouTube, yesterday was the worst. 200 impressions. I could make the greatest video ever on YouTube, and 200 people are going to get the chance to see it. And of those, how many of it would be on my personal YouTube account? It's insanity. I don't know if because I say I'm fighting with YouTube, they're gonna show me by punishing me even more. But seriously, yesterday, since I've kept track, which has been for a couple months now, 200 impressions. I was getting 1,000 impressions like a month ago. And I wasn't producing as much content. So you say, well, John, that's the problem. Your content's watered down. You've got so much content that people can't watch it all. I don't think that's true. Here's why. There will be a live stream today about the lady the police officer that shot that fellow. I think it was in Minnesota, and she thought she had a taser, but it was the gun, and she shot him. I don't remember the name. I want to say it's Kim Potter. That live stream there will have thousands of views. And at 8:45 in the morning, so 15 minutes before I even get on. Okay. So now, is everybody on YouTube right now over there at the Kim Potter trial and not here? No. So I think there's plenty of people that could watch my video. They're not going to see it though if there's only 200. So what I'm going to do is kind of I feel like I can't prove, but YouTube's listening. Now YouTube, there is no person, it's an organization, and it's not listening in the traditional sense. Like they're not sitting there of the billions of uploads. You know, they're not sitting there and saying, what is John saying today? They don't even care. I mean, it's okay. It doesn't hurt. I mean, I understand. Okay. But I'm going to speak it so that they know that where we're at, so we can maybe get back on a friendship basis. I want to be friends with YouTube. I do. I don't want to be fighting. I don't know why we have to fight. Maybe there's a clash of egos there, but I don't want to fight with you, YouTube. Okay? Like you win. Like I didn't even start the fight, but I mean I know when to walk away, and I'm going to walk away. I don't want to fight. But you know, whatever you think I've done to cause the punishment you've doled out on me, I apologize. I don't know what I've done. I've looked at the terms and conditions. I don't understand them. I don't think many people do. Okay, I've read the community guidelines stuff. I don't understand that either. But I'm sorry. And I do believe in safety. I mean, isn't that the buzzword? Safety? We're all good. We're community safety. I want a safe community. I don't know anyone in my community that's going to be, you know, sad or harmed. I say that and like my viewers just crashed. Like, I don't want to fight. So stop fighting with me, please. I apologize for whatever I've done. And please start showing my videos again. I thought we were friends. I thought we were cool. Like, I didn't know. I didn't know what we did wrong. I don't know what I did wrong now. But I do know that 200 impressions in a day when I put out 2 videos, real estate related topics, that's a little bit insane. Seriously. So, here's how I'm going to play this. I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to fight ever. If something goes wrong and you have to throw me off the channel, I'm on Odyssey. I haven't put my live streams on Odyssey. I put one just to try it. But I put my videos and my podcast on Odyssey. I've got my podcast on any number of networks, and my podcast is going very, very well. I get many listens per day. So I don't understand what's going on here. But I try. I mean, maybe it's the I don't know. See, here's where I'm at. I don't even know what a controversial subject is. Okay. Like today, I'm going to, because of my inability to know everything, okay, that's my fault. I've got a subscription to Google Trends, and we're going to look at the top trending search today. And I don't know if it's controversial, but to me, if it's published by Google as a top trending search, if I talk about it, that shouldn't be controversial, right? Because I'm literally getting the information sent to me from Google. I don't know. It's weird. And then the other thing is I'm going to switch topics. I want to do better with that. Okay. So, is it just me? Have I been dreaming? Or have I just been so old? Am I so old that there used to be a time when people would write Google Trend articles like what was going on Google Trends and around the world? And was it a joke? Was it a hoax? But did I read like somewhere in Afghanistan or some place that's not great and developed that the top search term had something to do with a camel? I don't know if that was a joke. I don't know if it was real, and I don't know when it was, but gosh, I really do think I saw that. And if I did, it's still funny. If I didn't, I made it up, and it's still funny. It's still funny. If you don't know what I mean, I don't know. Look it up. I'm afraid to look it up because I don't want to run afoul of the community guidelines. Let me just say a couple things that might be controversial. I don't want to be part of a community. Okay? I don't want to be a part of a community. I don't mind if I'm in a community, but I don't want to actively search for one. Let me explain how this goes with me. So, I'm a real estate agent, so I belong to the National Association of Realtors. They write stuff and they talk about stuff that I have no interest in. I'm interested in helping buyers buy homes. I'm interested in helping sellers sell their homes. I'm not interested in social policy. I'm not interested in lobbying. I'm not interested in going to like meetings where we get sold stuff by vendors about how we can get more leads and how we can do it. I don't want to be part of that. I'm part of it. I pay for it even, but I don't want to be part of it. It's not my community. Okay. The YouTube community. I don't necessarily want to be part of the YouTube community. You say, well, you are part of the YouTube community because you're on it. Yeah, I guess. But I don't want the community to speak for me. I can speak for myself. Okay. Same thing with being a real estate agent. I can speak for myself. Okay. If I make a mistake, I'm all right with that. Okay. This whole idea of everyone's a community, everything's a community. It takes a village to raise your. Okay, great. It's a very odd. If you sit down and think about it, why would anyone want to be part of a community? And you say, well, you share commonality with these people, and this is why it's so great. You can amplify your voice. You might be marginalized in some respect, and now with your community, you can go out there and you can show everybody. You know what? I don't have anything in common with any community. I'm myself. I'm one person. My business is started by me and it's managed by me. And if somebody comes to work for me, it's going to be because of me. Not a community. And that extends into other things. For example, when I go to Walmart, and we're going to talk about Walmart soon, the people there are not associates. Okay? They're not workers. They're not anything. They're people. When I look at the person and they have a name tag, okay, and I don't, they're a person. They have thoughts. They have goals. They have motivations. They're humans. They should be treated as such. You say, well, John, you have to call people something. Yeah, I understand that. I get it. But if the Walmart, here's what happens to the Walmart community. Okay. If you're working at Walmart, there'll be propaganda that says, oh, well, they teach you how to use Medicare and they teach you how to be on Medicaid and all this stuff. And they teach you how to get all the food stamps and everything. Well, that's just not where I'm at. I'm interested in the person. Now, by the way, you ask about the. I mean, I'm getting hit every day with. I'm getting hit every day from the National Association. They put my list out on my phone, or my phone number. So now every day I get hit with health insurance. The National Association of Realtors community is now sending me health insurance. Now, if I want health insurance, I'll go get it. But I don't want to be part of a community. So let's do this. So John, that explains a lot. That's why your YouTube community is bad. Because you don't want to be a part of a community. No. You can be a part of the community, but each one of you thinks for yourself and does whatever you need to get by. It's not for me to we're not going to talk as a community. Okay. We're not going to assemble as a community. I mean, you come here, you know it starts at 9:00 on weekdays, probably 9:00 on weekends. You can be part of my community. But I'm not speaking for you. Okay? I'm speaking for me. And you should speak for yourself. There's other instances where the word community is used that's more racist and vile than I've ever seen in my life. And it's gone on for years. People speak for their community. Or when they go on the news, they say, I'm speaking on behalf of this community. Oh my God. Oh my God. Does anybody not realize what's going on? So anyway, I'm done with the community. Don't give me community guidelines. Don't give me community this or that. I don't want to be part of the community. You tell me what my guidelines are. That's where I'm at. Not a community. Okay? If I sound angry, I'm not angry. It's just I'm annoyed. I'm irritated. I'm flustered why anyone would want to be part of a community. Back when I was a kid, I was part of a team. We would play baseball on a team, but we didn't speak about social issues, okay? We didn't speak out about anything. We just wanted to play baseball and beat the other team, and we wanted to win. And I was on teams that lost, and so it wasn't fun. I was sad. That's another thing. Oh, while I'm at it, I mean, we got time. What happened to sports? What happened? All my life I played sports. Well, until I got to after college, but then I watched sports. But what happened? Like, when did I go to soccer games with the stepdaughter, and she plays, and she's pretty decent, not bad. And you go there, and it's like, it's bizarre. First off, you sit there in silence, okay? I don't understand that. And then there's like no defined okay, maybe it's just soccer that I don't understand. But I'm just trying to relate it to my youth, and I just can't understand. So when I played baseball, okay, I played in left field. Why did I play in left field? Because I wasn't very good, okay? The ball didn't go out there very often, so I didn't have to worry much. So I basically stood out there, okay, for a couple hours in the sun, and then every once in a while I'd get up to bat, and the ball would go right past, and I wouldn't hit it, and it wouldn't be great. But I played. Was I good at? I decided I would never be good at football because I'm not fast or strong or big or small. There was nothing there. But baseball, I got a few hits. But once there was a curveball, I guess that was around 8th grade. Worthless. Couldn't hit a curveball. Turns out nobody can if it's thrown right. But anyway, the thing about sports was you go and you compete and you try to win. The goal is winning. Now it's like, I go to the soccer games, and it's, first of all, you sit there and the girls are ripping on the ref. I mean, just cursing him, all this stuff, saying all these negative things. Then they're calling each girl that's playing is being called the B word, and the girls are like, I'm going to beat you up. Now, again, it's soccer. The goal I would think on soccer is to score. Okay, score goals. And so that often happens. My understanding, again, not a soccer fan, don't know anything about it, but you get a 2-1 score. That's a barn burner, right? That's exciting. Well, these girls, it'll be like 10-0 sometimes. Okay. And so then why are they even out there playing? And I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't want anybody to get hurt. I mean, I don't know if this is because I'm an adult and I'm just looking at this or what, but you're not coming back from 10 goals down in soccer. Okay. Why are we out there? You're probably not coming back from 5 goals down in the second half. So, like, I totally don't understand. I don't understand. And then you respect the referee. Like I understand this referee guy. Okay. He may be horrible, but none of you are up there doing it. And he's not getting paid that much. He's not driving home in a Mercedes. Okay. It's Sunday afternoon. He's here refereeing your game. Okay. For like $15, maybe 20, maybe 100. I don't know. But whatever it isn't enough to have to deal with these girls just being all upset all the time. And then let's go over the mentality of the game. First of all, I asked the question, who are we playing today? Who are we playing? I don't know. Well, you've got a phone. Who is it? Oh, it's this team. Well, how many games have they won? I don't know. Who's their best player? Who has the most goals? I don't know. So we don't study. We don't know ahead of time who the team is we're playing. Okay, we don't care. Then when we lose the game, we sit in the car and the two things happen. One, even if a goal is scored, we're upset at our play. Okay? And if we lose, it's kind of like, I don't care. I don't care if we lost. It's just strange. When I was a kid, I cared if I lost. I don't like to lose, which makes YouTube all the more fun for me because it's like I'm losing. Every day I come to play and I lose. I just get my hat handed to me. And then I respect people more that do better. Like this one streamer put out today a video. He's like, I let the chat buy anything they want. Okay. Now, let's go through this a little bit. Number one, I'm not making bank, so you're not going to be able to buy. I'm not going to be able to do that. Okay. Number two, even if I wrote that as a title and had a nice thumbnail, the 200 people that actually saw it aren't really gonna just jump in the chat for that. So I'm kind of in this purgatory. But even as an adult, sports have changed. Don't get me started about the NFL. It's a garbage situation. I live in St. Louis. You can figure it out. Okay. That's when I knew that things were not on the up and up. When I was like, hey, this team is going to move. Oh, we can't let Rush Limbaugh buy the team. Oh, that would be terrible. Rush Limbaugh's an idiot. Okay. Well, Stan Kroenke's going to buy the team. Oh, he's a billionaire. He's from Walmart. It's going to be great. I think I'd rather have Rush Limbaugh buy the team. Now he's dead. So I don't know what would have happened after that, but I guarantee you they wouldn't have been in Los Angeles. Now what? So, sports, me, I don't know what happened. I guess I'm 44 years old, and as I go on, that's what happened. Times change. Things change. All right. Done with that topic. I'm trying to do I don't know how to do good segues, but I should probably, I don't know. I'm doing a hard segues because that's the way I'm going to do it. So let me get my list. Wanted to talk about the thing I talked about yesterday, and that's my buyers looking at the home in Imperial, Missouri. That's in Jefferson County. They, as I suspected early Sunday morning, they would not be making an offer on the house. Why? Well, the husband liked it, the wife didn't. Have to have some sort of consensus when you're going to put an offer in on a house. I mean, you might actually get it. Do I blame the wife? No. Do I blame the husband? No. Do I blame them both? No. Should have gone and looked at the house. It was the right house to go take a look at. It just didn't work out. So we'll go again. Let me get a drink. Let's talk about wishy-washy logic. So half of me says, I just burped. I don't know if anybody's burped into the microphone like that on my live stream or my podcast, but I just did it and I apologize. Some say that you speak things into being. That is, if I say I'm terrible at YouTube, I will be terrible at YouTube because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So going into the housing situation with these people, my buyers, did I speak a non-offer into being on Sunday morning when I said, you know what? Hey, I don't think they're going to put an offer on this house. Was that me? I don't think it was. I don't think it was. They didn't want to buy the house. I could sense that they didn't want to buy the house. If I would have said, I think that they're going to buy this house, I think they're going to put an offer in on this house. Because remember, putting an offer in and buying are two different things in this market. Would that have changed things? No. I'd have been a liar because they weren't going to buy the house. So we have to be careful with this speaking things into being. Now, with the children, I don't like them being negative. I don't like them, everything sucks, everything's terrible, all the time. Because I think that's a terrible way to go through life. I mean, you only get one life, and you better just be positive about it. And that's, if I could say I learned something from the Jay Leno podcast yesterday, that's it. That guy, every week, he's like, Wednesday was pretty good. Thursday was pretty good. Maybe we shouldn't be so hard on ourselves, myself included. But at the same time, let's not be negative. Okay, it's weird. Have you ever tried to fight negativity with negativity? So with the kids, I say, stop that. Stop being negative. Okay, you got to be thinking positively. Okay, but even me saying stop that is negative. There's supposed to be some way I'm supposed to say, you know what? I appreciate and value that you're feeling negative at this time. However, it would be better if you felt happy, or at least gratitude, some sort of gratitude. Be thankful for what you have. Other people have less. And they say, well, no, they don't. Other people have lots more than I do because they go on Instagram. It's all fake, but they see it and they're like, oh, this is just, everyone's doing much better than me. So is social media terrible? Yes. Is it going away? No. Do I have any solutions for social media? No. One of the largest arguments I've ever had was we were looking for a phone and I think she was 10 years old. And I wanted to get a phone that was a flip phone because I'd read and I believe that people in Silicon Valley with their kids don't buy smartphones because they know how terrible it is. But anyway, she got a phone that was a smartphone from someone else, and it just drove me nuts because now I was going to have to. And within 6 months, she turned from a wonderful, happy kid to an absolute miserable human being. And then you said, well, that's just a anomaly. Well, we have another kid, 10 years old, great kid, loved hanging out with her. Within 6 months, smartphone, terrible, miserable, sad all the time. Knows words and phrases about things that she shouldn't be knowing about at I think she's 12. It's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Do I blame myself for that? No. I didn't buy the phones. I thought it was stupid. But you know what? You didn't win every one of them. Didn't win that one. Anyway, let's go over some other things. Part of my Twitter experience, part of my live streaming experience is to bring you along into the difficulties of navigating life for me. And one of those is I have a difficult time making any sort of decisions for myself. I do really well for working with buyers and sellers and this stuff, but making decisions for myself is a torturous nightmare. And I've come across a situation where this has been true. I got to change things around because I'm changing things on the fly on the show, which is amazing. Never done that before. So anyway, I mean we're burning down time today. It's just going by so fast. Anyway, here we go. You can't tell because you can only see my chest up. Maybe it's in my face though. I'm getting fat. And I'm not saying like a little fat. I'm saying like my pants aren't fitting fat. Okay? Now you say, well, John, just go work out. Cut down on the snacks. You know what? I don't know that it's 100% that. Because for years I had about the same weight. and the same size clothes. And now all of a sudden it's just out of control. So I'm not, you say, well, John, go work out. I'm not interested. I'm not. I'm sorry. I don't want to go to the gym. I'm done. Okay. I was athletic when I was younger. I could run a marathon. I ran a half marathon in London, England. Okay. I don't want to run anymore. I know what it's like to run. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. You say, well, go play soccer. I don't understand soccer, and it seems weird. It seems like an odd sport to me. I say it's the world's best sport and everything. That's fine. I don't want to play football. I don't want to play anything. I don't play baseball. Nothing. Softball, beer league. No. But what am I going to do? Well, you can help me out. Been looking at this standing desk. So let's go over a couple things. One, a concern of mine on the standing desk would be, would you guys even notice if I had a standing desk? I mean, I think like camera-wise, it would be up here. Could you tell if I was standing? Number two, I don't know how I would. I like to have a desk with drawers. Number three, I don't know if it's going to be helping my health. I believe it does, because I kind of feel like me sitting here is causing me to get fatter. Just the very act of me sitting here, because I don't know. I sit here and I can hardly feel my feet from time to time. My feet are always hurting. I've got this lean look. I don't know if you've noticed it, but like I always kind of lean. I want to try it, but they're expensive. And so like, come along with me. Let's go look. I pulled it up on Amazon. Now that's the other thing is, do I need a pad? Do I need a pad to stand on? Let me go over there because I can't read it, but an anti-fatigue standing comfort mat. I mean, it doesn't seem like I should stand on concrete all day. And they say you should, work in, and then I don't know, this is 20 by 36 inches. So now I feel like I'm kind of in a cage. I can only be, in this 20 to 36 section. And then you look here and it's like, look at this one. Comfort mat by Ergo Driven, non-flat standing desk anti-fatigue mat with calculated terrain standing desk mat. $100. $100. Let's go look. $30 versus $100. You can get different colors. It's made out of polyurethane. Look at the ratings. Look at the question. Look at the comments. Well, 133 answered questions. I'm sorry. Oh, look, you can even look at it. I wear jeans. Look, it's got a little label there. Let's see what else we got. We got look at that. This way you can, I thought this one would help. Yeah. Calculated terrain encourages movement. Can't just say it has bumps in it. Okay. You can't have bumps in it. Now, I don't know if I want to be walking around on the mat. I just want to stand there. I mean, I don't know. It says it's the anti-fatigue mat designed for standing desk. Its industry-leading contours and engineered material deliver a unique combination of micro and macro movements that erase the fatigue caused by stationary standing. Well, that doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. Because here's why I say that. Like, if I'm standing, that's better than me sitting in theory. I don't know. Which topo is best for you? You want the industry leader under your belt. You're taller than 5'4". I don't know. This seems to be the mat, right? I mean, this seems to be the mat. But then this one's $30. It's Amazon Basics. It's not even the best one here. See, this says here, this is the best one. Who reviewed this? It says by reviewed. It earns commissions. Okay. I don't know. This is 60. It seems to, look, there's a ball there. I don't know anything about this, but I'm thinking about it. Look at that Gel Pro, $80, $85. I don't know if I want to keep moving when I'm at my desk. I don't know what to make of this. I don't know what to make of this at all. I mean, this woman here, I say it's a woman. It could be a man. with womanly feet. I don't know. If I've offended, I apologize. I don't know the rules. This here, I mean, I don't know if I want to stand barefoot all day. Look at here. Here's an anti-fatigue mat for $60. And it doesn't cost, I don't know if these two are the same. I don't know what. Oh, look, here's a wobble balance board rocker with ergonomic design comfort floor mat. So now you can look at this. You can put your socks on and you can wiggle. I don't know about this. This is 65. It's called Giantex. So I don't know that you have to pay 90. Look at this. It's got like bushy stuff. I mean, clearly people have thought about this. Okay. Well, this has massage balls, so you could stand there and massage your feet while you're working, in theory. See how it got complicated in a hurry? I don't even know if I need a mat, but now we got many options. Same is true with the desk. Now look at this. Now, to me, you can get a desk at IKEA. And by the way, spam commenters, where have you been today? Are you being lazy? I'm here. I've got my, it's not subscribed on, so just come and give me my voi.fyi today. It's Monday morning, they're just not into it yet. But anyway, where am I at? Okay, here we go. So, adjustable. Do you want an adjustable desk, or is there like a crank desk? I don't even know. But I would think, like, this is $279. Yesterday, this guy said you should buy this desk, but it doesn't even come with the wood for the top of it. You have to buy that separate. That was $290. And then, like I said, so do you want to I don't know how heavy my desk is, but I don't want something to wobble around a lot. But then if I don't understand, like, see how they got their little headphones there? I don't know if you can see it because it's on the right and my picture's probably up there, but you can put a little bag there. But if it's electric, I mean, and the motor goes out, then what? Then what? What do we do? And I mean, look at these. I mean, I can swing a desk. I mean, it's for my health, right? So I can spend whatever I want. But this is out of control. See, this is a sit-stand home office desk. They say you shouldn't just start. You shouldn't just start standing all day. That's not good for you. You should stand for a couple hours, and you should sit for a couple hours. Now, I got a tight space. I'd have to move some stuff. I've already got. Oh, look at that person. I don't know if you can see that picture, but it's an intelligent electric controller. I don't know about this. I don't know what's going on. I mean, that looks nice. 47 inches. I don't know how many inches I need for my desk. This says 54. But anyway, so you buy it and the motor goes out. Then what? So maybe I'm thinking you should have like a window crank or something. But I don't think they make those. Like, should I go to IKEA? I mean, does IKEA have the best standing desk? I think it's going to be the same thing. I have to buy the top for it. And then I got to put these together. Like, look at this. You got 3 screens. I've only got 1. So is this not the desk for me? Plus, it like kind of comes up and goes. I like how it's got this space here. I think I'd like that better. But 55 by 24. I don't like this. I don't like this shelf. I don't like that. Let's look into this little. I don't like this shelf. That looks kind of cheap. In fact, you know what? I'm not doing it. Not doing it. And then should I go highest rated or highly rated? I just don't know. And then I already have a desk, so what am I going to do with it? I like the desk I have. I don't know. See, now we're getting into $500 for a desk, and it's going to make me healthy, and it's going to be the best thing I ever did. But what if I don't like it? And then you could say, well, John, do what you're going to do with the mat. Like, buy the cheapest one first, and then if you feel like that's a better idea, then you go to that. You buy the better thing at over time. I don't know. Anyway, that's where I'm at on my desk situation. It's a problem. I don't know what we're going to do. If you have any ideas, email me, media@realtystl.com. Put it in the chat. Put it in the comments if you're watching the replay. This is what my concern is. Now, A new segment that I've been starting, and I wanted to. We're changing topics now completely. One of the things I wanted to go over now is Google Trends. I have found that I've kind of been living in a shell. I've been living in my own shell. I don't know what's going on in the world. I don't seem to be hip. I just don't know. Now you say, well, John, you know about TikTok. Well, I do know about TikTok. Yeah. I don't really want to know. It's kind of like you're a real estate agent, so you need to be on social media. So you got to learn all this stuff. But I think if we just look at Google search, like what's trending in search, that'll help us. And so today, Google search said the top ranked search. I'm going to close these, even though I'm going to forget it. Top ranked search is this. This is Vicente Fernandez, El Rey. And if I mispronounce his name, it's not out of, the man's dead. I'm not trying to make fun of him. El Rey of ranchera music has died at 81. So, he had a good run. 81 years old. I don't know who this is. So let's come along with me. It says Vicente Fernandez, an icon of traditional Mexican music, has died. He was 81. The announcement from his family did not give a cause of death, but the singer had been hospitalized since August. It's December. After a fall at his Guadalajara ranch in the central state of, I got nothing, required an emergency spinal surgery. Okay, so an icon of traditional Mexican music has died. So who's an icon of American music at this point in time? Taylor Swift. So the Taylor Swift, and I'm just going with icons of music. I'm learning. So like it would be as if Taylor Swift died, and she didn't, as far as I know. It says while in the hospital, he also had been diagnosed with that syndrome, an autoimmune condition in which the immune system attacks the body's nerves. Following months of steady improvement, his health had taken a turn for the worse in recent days. Yes. So what we have here, we have a famous singer has passed away from Mexico, and it's been bad. There's 2 million searches yesterday on this, plus another like 20,000 searches down, or 200,000 searches. It was on there twice for Google Trends. Okay. So it says Fernandez was largely considered the last living legend of the Mexican ranchera, the style of song deeply rooted in the values and traditions of rural Mexico. He sang about honor and courtships, cockfights and rodeos, love and heartbreak, all while dressed in the elegantly embroidered costume. I'm going to go charro. I apologize if I'm wrong. Mexico's chivalrous cowboy, and accompanied by a full mariachi ensemble. So, yeah, this is him. He's dead. So, over a 6-decade career, his voice became synonymous with Mexico itself. Amongst some, because I didn't even know him. And I don't mean that as a negative. His velvety baritone was instantly recognizable, and his songs worked their way into the daily lives of Mexicans and lovers of Mexico the world over. The soundtrack to wedding parties, those things that I can't say, baptisms, birthdays, and funerals. Now, it's sad what happened here. I think that's reasonable to say. This is sad. I don't need to donate to NPR. He was also the quintessential symbol of the Mexican macho. His thick mustache, dyed black long hair after his hair had turned white, was punctuation under the brim of his shoulder-wide sombreros. At concerts, he wore a pistol on his hip, and he sang for hours, drenching himself in sweat. Just as it appeared he might be wrapping up, he'd take a swig of tequila and sing some more. Seems like a guy that I could get behind. Seriously. Maybe. Now, see, what happens, I've noticed in articles from many places, is they start off good. But in America in 2021, you can't be happy, okay? You can't just be good. You have to start throwing dirt. And here we go. 2 paragraphs down. In many ways, his image was a perfect fit for and a product of Mexico's patriarchal culture. But Fernandez also dispensed with some of the expectations that Mexican culture placed on its men, that they be walls of stoicism, suppressing emotion. His songs dripped with an uncommon vulnerability, and in many of them he openly wept, gasping for breath as he drowned in the pain of bitter heartbreak. Interesting. So because the patriarchy's bad, whatever. Oh, and this is right, okay? So, but he always emphasized his humble origins and felt an affinity for Mexico's poor working class and rural people. Okay? He was a good person then. He cared about people, not a community. Poor. I guess it could be a community, but it shouldn't be. I don't know. Anyway, he became an important icon for Mexican immigrants to the U.S. and around the world who found that his music transported them to the ranches and towns they'd reluctantly left behind in search of an opportunity abroad. I don't know. I feel bad. I could have done this Anne Rice person that passed away. I don't know who she is either. Again, learning as we go, right? Learning as we go. So, rest in peace, this fellow. Seems to be very popular. I got nothing. Vicente Fernandez. I'm just trying to remember. El Rey. I don't know if that's a nickname. Or Chente. I don't know if that was the nickname. But anyway. Now we know. The last of a generation has passed. I guess it'd be kind of like Tony Bennett. Like the Rat Pack. He's still going, but it's not going well. I don't know. Okay. Well, new thing I'm going to try here. I used to do a Case of the Mondays, a live stream on Monday nights for 2 hours. And the problem with the Case of the Mondays was, number one, I was tired because Mondays are hectic. And when I'm tired, I'm not very good at speaking. I'm actually non-vocal. You can ask my wife. When I get to a certain point in the evening, I just don't talk. This makes it difficult to do a stream where you're talking for an hour. And at the time, it was 2. So I had to cancel the Case of the Mondays live stream. I loved doing it, but it just wasn't working out for me. So anyway, what I like to do there, and what I want to do here, is at least once a day, I like to look at luxury property everywhere in the United States. Now, you say, hey, you don't have the disclosures. You don't know who owns the property. You don't know the commission. Well, we're going to know the commission soon because they're going to print them. Hey, you don't use Zillow. No, I don't use Zillow. I don't like Zillow. Okay. I don't. So I'm on Realtor.com, and we'll just take a look at a listing. I swear to goodness, I've just got another call. This is a person who is going she is Eva Green out of the Department of Tax, Debt, and Financial Settlement Services. There's a new compromise program. This is what I get all day. I get 100 calls, and 99 of them are spam. Probably doesn't bother you because you're being spammed for other things. But anyway, do you see this? I don't know if I've switched over. Yes, I have. Okay, so this is St. Louis. I figured we'd start in my homeland. Now, just if any of St. Louis agents are watching, look, I'm not coming after your listings. I don't care. The only thing I'm doing is showing listings to other people. I'm not interested. You got your listing. You're their cousin. You're their best friend. You're their most trusted real estate advisor. You go right ahead, okay? I'm just looking at listings, and I'm not staying in St. Louis, okay? So if somebody in Oklahoma, if I go there to Oklahoma City and look up listings there, gets mad at me from St. Louis, I don't care. And I don't care if you're in St. Louis either and you get mad at me. I just don't. I'm over it. I'm over it. Over-possessive agents do their clients no good. So I was looking at this, $10 million, 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, 601 Barnes Road, but they're not showing the house. Why aren't they showing the house? We should look. It's 10 acres, 63124. If there's no house, or if the house is like, then we'll move on to the next one. But let's just take a look at this one here. So 63124 is in Ladue. Here's the pictures. There's the house. See, I'm suspecting that there's a beautiful that piece of grass there. I don't know if you know. I mean, it's nice. But see, when they're not showing the house, when they're not showing the house, it usually means that the house either needs to come down. So it's 10 acres in Ladue. So let's just look at the details. I suspect, considered by many the most significant property in Ladue, 10 acres with over 700 feet of footage on Barnes Road running parallel to the first fairway of the St. Louis Country Club. Yes. The grounds are meticulously maintained. The property is being sold in anticipation that will be repurposed as a single estate, family compound, or up to 4 spectacular custom home sites. This is literally a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Just so you know, I'm not going to be in on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I don't have $10 million, and that's the way it is. I will say that Coldwell Banker Realty has the listing, and I will say Janet McAfee has but this is a house. This is 42 Huntley Woods Drive in St. Louis, 63131. Okay. They're asking $5.9 million. 2-acre lot, 5 bedroom, 6 bath, 8-car garage, built in 2012. Do we have a days on market? Oh boy, 116 days on market. So I might have looked at this in the past. Huntley's like a big deal here in St. Louis. It says resplendent. Ooh, when you start off with big words like that. Huntley Estate, selected by the Robb Report as Midwest's singular statement of architectural excellence and design, one of a kind worldwide. Established 9 years ago, taking 2 years to build, in standards 2 to 3 times of that of the industry. The home's technology is continually evolving, being updated regularly to remain a state-of-the-art composition. Entry through I don't even know what that is, through a motorized gate, leads to a paver parking court, an 8-car garage, and a carriage house. Appointments include geothermal heating and cooling, a generator, a saltwater pool, an elevator, soundproof and fireproof concrete floors, 18-foot ceilings, and discerning details in rich woods, natural stone, etched glass, and air-conditioned terraces. 5 bedroom suites, 9 baths, 12,000 square feet with a main level primary wing. Fully functional and easy managed. I don't know what that means. Is it the primary wing that's fully functional? Exceptional outdoor space. Covered balconies overlooking manicured grounds. Additional amenities include lounge, billiard and craft rooms, theater and exercise room. Well, I mean, in the houses I have, they have craft rooms. So, I mean, let's take a look at the picture. So there's a pool. I mean, that looks nice. I mean, we got to admit, that looks nice. And this is where drone pictures make sense to me. Don't make sense at the beginning of the listing. That's stupid. But here now I get a good idea of what it is. Look, it comes in. It's very modern looking. I mean, it takes a little bit longer for these types of sales to go through because, you know, it's $6 million. You only have, I mean, that is nice, right? Right? I mean, look at that. You got a fireplace. You got some place for wood underneath it. You got all this. You got a TV. The TV's a little bit old looking, but, you know, furniture probably doesn't come with it, so you have to get furniture. I mean, where you find furniture like this, I'm not sure. This is the etched glass I suspect they're talking about. Like, you're on your little air-conditioned set, and then you look over there and you got another one. So that makes you feel good, I'm sure. I mean, a closet bigger than my house. What is this even? I don't even know. It's like a little, that's a closet. It has the washer and dryer in the closet. A curved staircase. I guess this is the basement because you got a pool table there. I don't know if they went to A.E. Schmidt for that. I don't know if that's where you can find one of those. I don't know if anybody's played on that. I don't know anything about it. A card table, a little poker table there. I haven't seen the craft room yet. This appears to be a bar. I mean, another fireplace. Look at that. Like, I don't even have enough friends to sit around this bar. So that's probably the first problem I have. This got a little dark. I don't know. We got a movie room. Mine's better. And I say that because I like mine. This is probably bigger and it's better pointed. But this is, I mean, you can't, unless you sit a certain way, you're not going to enjoy the movie. You're supposed to have movie theater seats. Oh, look at that. This doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Why would you have a TV behind your head? Or is that a picture? I never did see the craft room. Anyway, $6 million, St. Louis, Missouri. That's what that gets you. Gonna switch topics now because we talked about this. Remember my discussion with, remember my talk about, we'll go to the base. Remember when I was talking about Better.com CEO? Number one, I hadn't heard about Better.com CEO, and when I did hear about it, I didn't really want to have anything to do with Better.com. He's not having a good month. This is the guy that was on the Zoom call, and he's like, you're fired. 900 of you. If you're on the Zoom call, you're fired. I'm sorry. And then he went on an anonymous board, message board, and said that the people weren't good workers, and they deserved to be fired. And then some stuff came out where he called people dolphins or porpoises. I don't remember what. And then all of his marketing people quit because they're like, I don't think we can dig ourselves out of this one. So they're out. And then, so finally, we should follow news, I think, on my channel. So here we go. It says, Better.com, and his name's Garg. Better.com CEO to take time off after firing hundreds of employees. It says the CEO of online mortgage lender Better will be taking time off from his role after he abruptly fired more than 900 people last week. He told people on the call that they were part of the unlucky group that's being laid off. It's almost like a Squid Games type thing. Maybe he'd been watching that the night before. Maybe. After the mass layoffs, he accused the terminated employees of stealing from the company and being unproductive. And it confirmed that that's how they found it. They figured out, they confirmed it. And then he was interviewed and he'd reviewed the data. And so it was okay that he called these people lazy. That was fine because he's the CEO. He apologized, but he embarrassed them, the employees, but let's be honest. And that's the end of the article. I mean, that was not helpful. Is it the number one story? No, it's not even the number one. No one cares about this fellow anymore. And he looks like they take pictures and they make him like, now he looks like he's sad. He's contrite. Again, he's going to take his millions tonight and he's going to sleep on his pillow. He's going to be fine. Vicente Fernandez is not going to be fine. He's dead. He's not coming back. Doesn't matter how much money he had. But Vicente's dead. Better.com guy, you know what? He's going to be okay. I just noticed that I didn't show the article, but believe me, he's going to be fine. Better.com guy, taking some time off, might go visit some places, maybe go to Europe, hang out in some sweet hotels, and then he's going to come back and he's going to take things over. So let's look at something else here. We've got an article. Cities with the highest and lowest living costs in 2021. I thought that would be interesting. We've changed subjects again. So we went from the house in Huntley, I'm sorry. Then we went to Garg, Better.com CEO. He's passed away, or he's not passed away. He's just going to take some time off. Apparently firing 900 people by Zoom wasn't the best thing for his company, as far as showing that you care. So he's gonna go cry on his satin pillows. So anyway, now we're talking about highest and lowest living costs in the United States. These cities. Okay, so I was looking and it says that Irvine, California is the highest and the lowest is Wichita, Kansas. But look at number 4, St. Louis, Mississippi. I thought it was St. Louis, Missouri. Oh man, what a bummer. Oh, you know what? In the thing, here it is. It says St. Louis, Missouri. So they just misprinted. We're not important enough in the ad or in the article to be St. Louis, Missouri up here, but we are down here. Monthly cost of living. Now, what does this include? I don't even know. Whether you're balancing your budget or planning a big move, you should be aware of living costs in your city. Expenses like groceries, utilities, rent, and gas all depend on where you live, so some cities are more affordable than others. This is especially true since the median income in so many cities doesn't quite keep up with living costs. To help you budget effectively or find an affordable new home to call home, we looked at U.S.'s 74 most populous cities and ranked them based upon how high their monthly cost of living were. We also checked each city's daily median income to give you an idea of what you might make if you lived there. That's tough. That's going to be tough because the median, I mean, if you work at Taco Bell in California, I mean, you may make more than the Taco Bell worker here in St. Louis, but you're still probably part of the working poor. Anyway, 7 of the 10 U.S. cities with the highest living costs are in California. Wonder why that is. Irvine's high median rent gives it the highest total cost of living, so it beats both San Francisco and San Jose for the number one spot. I've heard San Francisco is not the greatest place to hang out unless you're a mass robber, and then it's, smash and grab. Then apparently it's a very nice place to go. Honolulu, Hawaii, I don't think that's fair. They're in the middle of an island. The median income in Santa Ana, California is $26,000. While the monthly cost of living is $2,244. This makes it basically impossible to live alone in the city while making the median income. Well, that's a problem. Now, again, I don't know about Santa Ana, California. Got no idea where it is. This is dangerous. Honolulu, Los Angeles, Miami, and Newark are the 4 cities where it's most difficult to live on either a median individual income or median household income. Both Miami and Newark, more than half the income goes to living costs. I didn't know that Newark was that populous. I thought people didn't really like Newark, but I don't know. I mean, if you're watching from Newark, I apologize. To be fair, there's an airport there. That's all I know. The average income of the 74 cities was $33,000. The median was $64,000. Individual, okay, so you just add 2. Okay, fine. So lowest cost of living, Wichita, Kansas, monthly cost of living $1,219, median income $30,563. But St. Louis right here, monthly cost of living $1,265, median yearly income of $31,415. Memphis, Tennessee doesn't have taxes, income tax. Anyway, here you go. Food costs, utility costs, gas costs. Your gas costs here in California are pretty high. Where's it at for St. Louis? It's going to be down at the bottom. We have a pipeline that runs through St. Louis all the way from Texas to 113, some of the cheapest gas prices in the country. But look at our food prices. Good Lord. Utilities are going to go up because we've got a situation where we're not watching that very closely in St. Louis, and it's going to be a problem. So that is an article on the the highest and lowest cost of living. We've had a good show. It's gone quick. I think I'm going to go and I'm going to cut it because look at how well it's gone. We're 1 minute and 3 in. I don't want to be much more than that. I got other things to do today, and you do too. Thank you for watching. I've enjoyed it. I missed the spam comments. I'm glad what did we learn today? I think we should do a little recap. 1, Vicente Fernandez, he's passed away. Yes, Vicente Fernandez, he's passed away. We learned that St. Louis has very nice cost of living compared to other places. We looked at a $6 million mansion in St. Louis, and it was nice. It was nice, but it's kind of to be expected. We looked at a $10 million property that's going to be cut down and turned into probably 4 houses on 10 acres. Garg of better.com, he's going to take a break, going to rest, which is good. I think kind of refocus, come back stronger than ever. That's about it. Standing desk is a possibility. I'll procrastinate on that. And I don't know about the mat. Mat's just out of control. Anywhere from $30 to $100 is kind of where I'm at on that. And the desk itself is $250 or more. It's a lot of money for your health. Maybe it's worth it. That's where I'm at. That's what we had today. Thank you for watching. Shame on the spam for not sending stuff over. And look, I'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Come and chat with me. Come and hang out. And I'll see you later.